me to be a part of the pajamas jam session. And it's one of those things, as soon as I got on the plane, I saw all the women with their t-shirts on from all over the place. Like we had women from Bermuda or the Bahamas. There were women that had flown in, they had connected flights just to see the energy before we even got to Dallas. And then the first night that I was here, I knew that I was in the right place. Before I even got to the conference, God was already moving. So I'm just excited to be here, excited to see God show his face again, because last night he definitely showed his face. And I'm excited to see how he moves in my life and everyone else's life. So I'm completely honored to be here. First, Sandy here with my mom. Oh, hey, how are you doing? So you are whatever mood you're in, you Tina Marie with positivity. A good
It's Crystal, such a pleasure to meet you. Since your rise to fame on that front, have you had to surrender anything that you secretly? And if you have, what did you replace it?
Oh man, had to surrender. I feel like on my rise, I've had to surrender ego with understanding that this is God's plan. You know, a lot of times you can like, I worked for this, I did this, I did this. And it's like, no, it wasn't you. That was God. So I think the main thing is definitely ego because it's such a vain industry where everything is about how good you look and how many followers, everything. Like that's what it's built upon. And you have to remember that's not the foundation. So yeah, God is for sure. Yeah, God is definitely the foundation. Yes.
What's next for you?
Oh man, I have two movies on the horizon in 2025. Yes. Sisters Entertainment is still going. Keep It Positive Sweetie is still going. So super excited about that. And let's see, October 3rd, Satima comes out. And then October 16th, Sisters comes out. So new seasons on the horizon. So super excited and amped up about that.
Well, thank you for being here today.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
Next, we have the people Wallace with this name.
Hi. How are you? I'm wonderful. How are you?
This is the people Wallace. It's about how important it is to continue to trust God as you feel.
You know, that's so good. Um, honestly, the higher you go, the more you actually know God. You know, a lot of times it's your faith to take the leap, you know, but every level, it's like as I find myself leaning more and more on God, saying, God, just have your way, guide me, let me know where you want me to go because not my will, but your will. And sometimes I can find myself because I'm such a striver, like I go hard with everything. And God, He wants us to work His faith without works is dead. But I had to find myself just taking a little back seat and saying, all right, God, I've done what I need to do. I'm gonna let you drive this thing. Because a lot of times you can't get ahead of yourself. And that's one thing I don't want to do in this industry. You're welcome.
Next, we have Dr. Marguerite Johnson with highlight.
How are you? I love your hair.
I love your outfit.
Thank
You're
you.
beautiful.
Thank you too. Thank you.
Yeah, so my daughter is 20,
Wow.
and she has that whole creative thing going on. She just graduated from cosmetology school. But I know you're a costume designer.
Yes.
And so she eventually wants to tap into that costume designer slash makeup artist on set.
Okay,
And
yeah.
so, what are some recommendations? So, what would you, let's figure out, what do you think she should?
Yes, absolutely. So may I ask, is she in cosmetology school now or has she taken like
She's
fashion
graduated.
classes? She's graduated.
Yes.
Okay. So a lot of times entry level for any type of production is a production assistant, which is how I started. And you just work your way up. It's word of mouth. A lot of times it's like, hey, I know somebody that knows somebody.
Got it.
But also having the credentials.
Yes.
And a lot of times they look at that, so the resume to know, okay, she has this experience to be able to do these jobs. But I would tell her it's not easy. It's a lot of hard work, long hours. What we see on TV is the very end result.
Right.
But what the hours people worked and the times they get up and how hard it is to make us look the way we look and to put with all these different energies and personalities. Okay, so you have to come in with very thick skin. You have to come in knowing that this is what you want to do and this is your passion. And after that, tell us you can do it.
Got it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Next, we have Hey, how you doing? Absolutely. We hustling out here in these woman evolved streets.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Lady Tiffany Nicole, and I understand in media and entertainment as a Christian woman, there's a lot of things that you have to deal with in the mountain of media, the mountain of entertainment. Has there ever been a role that was presented to you that went against your Christian values or your core beliefs that you had to decline, and how did you do it?
Um, Not yet. I'm privileged enough to work for a man who is a Christian, Tyler Perry, and he's not going to put me in any position that I'm uncomfortable with. He's always calls me, "Hey, Chris, how do you feel about this?" There has been, I've set my boundaries on what I really want to do, when it comes to this, and understanding this is a platform, but also making sure that the characters I play that also show who I am in real life and the God that I serve. And there are times where I call my dad and say, "Dad, what do you think about this?" And he's like, "Honey, if the story," he told me this, like, if the story speaks and it's going to teach people a lesson and make people better, then go for it. So that's I always look to see if the story speaks to me first.
Okay, my follow-up question is, you're on Sisters, and we love your role and all of the other ladies in the show. It gives us, oh my God, the feels, the thrills, all of it. In real life, though, which character do you identify with?
Honestly, I would say Fatima. Now I ain't paying no guns. Okay.
Oh, okay. Listen.
I'm not fighting people, or anything like that. But as far as the friend that she is, she's a ride or die. She
Yeah.
loves really hard. I'm a hopeless romantic, so like I love really hard. She's the one that's gonna pull up for her people, family oriented. I find myself being a lot like Fatima. It's funny because I remember when Tyler first created the character, I worked on Capitol Hill before, and Fatima works in the law firm. So I was trying to like put that character to real life. I was like, okay, I know what this is. And he was like, no, I need you to put more of you in it. And as soon as I did that, the character just went through the roof. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Katasha Riley, and I'm with Sunday Conversation with Wham. You are as beautiful as you are on TV as is in person,
Oh,
and I follow you. I
Thank
follow
you.
you as Fatima, but I also follow you as a woman of God.
Mm.
And I love how intentional you are with God. I love how intentional you are with your circle and the people that are around you.
Yeah.
It is nothing, if a woman has discernment, it is nothing that is fake about you.
Mm.
You put it on the line and you're so real. And I love that about
Thank
you.
you.
What can you tell another woman to help her to keep the faith? Because you started at the bottom, but now you're here.
Yeah.
So what
Yes.
can you tell her to help her keep the faith and stay positive?
You know what I would tell her? Um, there's going to be times where you doubt yourself, but you have to know who your maker is. And a lot of times I had to remind myself that God planted this seed in me a very long time ago. And whenever He plants something in you, it's for you. And a lot of times you may see people doing things that I'm supposed to be there. Lord, why are they doing it? I'm not there yet. Just keep pushing because your dream is your dream. A lot of times we start to compare ourselves, and comparison is a thief of joy. And I would tell her just to keep the faith, keep it positive, and clap for others. Because a lot of times when you clap for the people that are around you, God sees that and He knows that then you're ready. But if you side eye, He's like, you know what, you're not ready for this. So I would tell her to always make sure she claps for people and know that if it's not happening yet, if it's happening around you, you're in the neighborhood. So you're getting closer.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, you welcome. You're so
Thank you.
wonderful. You're just so beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. How you doing, Misha?
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be able to be here to answer this question. And I have this one question. Like we're talking surrender, right?
Yes.
And I know we kind of have a lot of questions that were like the same. I'm looking at them like, oh, we're all in my head. But I have to ask, as we're preparing now, you're here, this is one of your first times being here, you know you connected here. What is that one thing that you want those women in the room to take away from this movement, this weekend?
You know what? The one thing that I want them to take away in this moment is that whatever they came here with, surrender it all. Last night when I was listening to Naomi sing that new song, oh, goodness, Like it spoke to me. And there's so many things that we hold close to our heart that we really just need to let go. And we're wondering why we feel so weighed down. And I just saw my friend Brenda in the cut, but we were talking on when I first got here, and oh, mm, um, there are a lot of things that I suppress. There's a lot of times that where I won't allow the Holy Spirit to really move because I feel like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can speak it on that, you know. And then people judge, well, you're playing this character. Like, are you really a Christian? So I hold a lot of things in. And I know that God has placed me here for a reason. And she affirmed that, and someone else affirmed that as well since we got the plane. Like Dallas, I'm telling you, this place is it's been moving since we got here. And I think that's one of the main things is just know that God is with you and to know that whatever he placed here, just leave it here and take whatever you need to take. You know, that's what I would say.
So much.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Lady. uh,
Next we have Dr.
how are you doing?
My question is, my question to you is, how do you stay grounded in your faith while navigating social media pressure from entertainment?
That's good. That's good, Dr. Vicky. You know what? My faith is what keeps me grounded. You know, I'm from a very small country town in Martin, Tennessee. I still walk outside barefoot. People make fun of me, like, girl, put some shoes on, but that's a sense of grounding for me. But also knowing that what goes up comes down and making sure that I steward over everything that God has blessed me with. It does get crazy, and I have an incredible team. So making sure you surround yourself with good people that are like-minded, that can also say, "Hey, look at yourself. You get too hot-headed, like break it here. Let's rethink this thing because we all are human, and sometimes we may step out of that. But I think the main thing is making sure you surround yourself with really good people that can hold you accountable, and also just continuing that faith and that talk with God every single day. Because I know one day I had left the house and I didn't read my Bible, I didn't turn on, and I just went on with my day. And something happened that day, and once they it like the pressure of anxiety was on me, and God was like, "Go home." And I got in my Bible, and the scripture that I needed was right there. So I think that's the main thing: stay in continuous conversation with God.
Of course, my father. When people look back at your life, your work, what do you hope they remember the most about the impact that you made in this world?
When people look at, I always think about this. You know, as I get, I used to be scared of death. As I get older, like, what are people going to say about me when I'm gone? That's such a good question. And the thing that I would say is that I hope that people say that she gave me hope to live longer. You know, 'cause a lot of times we just like want to end it all. And that was one of the main things I keep hearing about my podcast is gave me hope to live. And I hope that the hope that I get to live is to live with purpose. You're welcome.
Next we have Faith Shaw Jenkins with the Combo Christian Talk Show.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I know that keep it positive. Keep it positive, sweetie.
We keep it
positive.
We fill in the blank. Yes.
Positive, sweet. So we're here at Women in God. What would you tell a woman that's going through a challenge to butterfly today, having that growing pain? What would you tell?
I had a very prolonged caterpillar phase, but I felt like 10 years, like I was happy. And I would tell her that everything she learned, pay attention in that caterpillar phase, because everything you're learning is going to equip you for what you need to know when you become a butterfly. So I look back like, ooh, I'm glad I did go through that. I'm glad you waited a little longer because I did need that. So that's how.
You can follow
Well, um, there's some haters out here, you know, and sometimes I got time. A lot of times I ignore them, and sometimes I have time, you know, I get praise. I got time today. I had time that day. And I had posted a young woman who reorganized my closet, and one girl got me comments, she was very negative. And I said, instead of like bashing, you should look around and be like, oh wow, she won promotion for another woman's business. I said, and who said I didn't have to? Like, they were showing off all this stuff, you need to buy some land or a house. Like, got all that, but okay. And on the hashtag, I said, keep it positive. And all the fans were ran with it. And that's when I called my manager at the time. I was like, hey, I was like, we were thinking about names, and I was like, maybe we could do like a kid positive segment about positivity. So I thought, let's do a show, and that's how we got it. So I think I can't remember
I'll
the
say
second.
that's
Yeah. Thank you so much. You too.
Next, we have Angela House with her producer.
How you doing? Thank you. Good. How are you?
one of my questions today. How? Hard times go the other way because it what was
Yeah, the first person I always had, you know, when they say you want to see the some people just want to see. I just love to see it. And it's like that's a whole nother beast. So I kind of not really ready for that. Thank you very much. So I would tell them first, let's get that clear. What's why you want it? What's your why? And then when they tell me why, I would tell her, make sure always make sure that you're ready on time and be prepared for it. I don't know anybody that's really doing it where it happens fast. They say it takes 10 years to make it overnight. But that's literally 10 years to the year now. Yeah, so I would tell people you have to first have to say I got notes in the same people that I was working with before Tyler realized that's what I wanted to do. Yeah. But you have to really take the notes, know that this is something to stick with. Also know that everything's not because my mom and dad had to tell me that too. That's like there's certain things you're going through. I also know that like, the shit with it, you know. So being smart about it, always one another. And I know at that point I'm good. Because when it does that, it's like, okay, here we go. You know, it's like the thing where the boyfriend and the girlfriend before but not hearing a bad thing, they're like, let's be with God. Like, I'm like, where we going, Lord?
the follow-up question is what advice if you had uh, give and, you know, you're trying to protect you, you're not letting them fly.
You know, I had very and I'm not a parent yet. So I don't, I mean, I know, you know, it's, when you've been through things, you know, like, I become a parent, that's what I'm but I think our parents say this when they tell them they start doing the same thing their parents did. Like, hey, I'm just like you. But I would definitely tell them to support, nurture their things. Because a lot of times you never know that could be the next president, be the next movie star. You don't know who that child is and who they what God has. So I don't God has not people to like know they should support them in that area. You're welcome.
Next, we have Felicia Hamilton with Magic 101.
Oh, so, oh, hey, Felicia. Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?
You too. So, yeah, you said it took 10 years. So 10 years to make an overnight. Plethora of roles. How do you maintain who you are in between the roles? Because as women, we're evolving. No, we're not actors. We have lots of roles. Maintain.
You know what? I have this where I take time for myself. Take time for friends. I take time for my husband. I'm like every you know, my husband. It's those things that keep me crystal. You know, a lot of times, like, think about if you don't stay present. And those are the things that I think that take time to do. And spending time with them always reminds me of where I come
You know, so popular. The entertainment industry, there's so many slippery slopes. Not going to talk about what's dominating the news cycle right now. However, what woman called Nugget coming into this industry so she can navigate those slippery slopes.
that's like the bottom. So anything, just don't go below that. A lot of people start to compromise things. I do this and I do this to make sure that, no, like what God has me. So how many balls that get don't compromise, sweetie.
And keep it positive, sweetie.
That's right.
Thank you, Crystal.
You're welcome.
Congratulations. Much love.
Thank you.
Lastly, we have Artie Smith with the Promise Radio.
How are you doing? So nice to meet you.
You talked a lot about this thing. Make that very quick. What is the release where you can recall of what because sometimes we don't see ourselves labeled and find them. So at that moment, what's that moment like?
No, and that's I was and learn that that's being that I don't have to watch I remember I was out and I wasn't even sure I was watching. Maybe I got one play. But then after I so stop and wake up. I found it. That's right.
My question is, I read a little bit of your bio and 15 Mars,
What?
my daughter, I'm like, you see the mom now, mom. But I promise you, I still promise you now. And one thing I want to tell is, you were first in all of this past, you know, getting people ready for the stages, movies and whatever, and then all of a sudden you transition into being. Tell me a little bit
Actually, before I was like, so that was the first thing God did. I, I literally was like, getting out there, go back up to the park, go through the post, I find out, right now, come back up, grab some people with them, and as I was like, and I was like, like a bit of this, like I got, and then one day, started, I went in the Lord like, I'm getting callbacks now, like, know who I am, get closer, and they got me like, okay, so that's right, and giving them my story. And I was but that goes back to the people. The thing that was and we love to. Thank you all. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing.
Step up.
We got to move out the way so that they can get the Getty pictures, the Getty photos, Getty images.
So. Good. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, y'all, there you have it. You're going to from around the way. Ladies and Nicole here at Women Evolve. That was Crystal, Miss Fatima of Sisters from Tyler Perry Studios. Wasn't that amazing? Maybe Nuggets dropped. Thank you for tuning in. Listen, share this information. She dropped some good nuggets. And some great testimony. No worries. That's what friends and media do. Allow people to pass on through your live feed, okay? Yeah. But anyway, it is good, y'all. Listen, y'all continue to stay connected. Follow me. Let's make sure you tune in to the Virtuous Hour with Lady Tiffany every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. Central Standard Time to 10:30 a.m., 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and get more behind the scenes footage and more follow-ups as to what took place today and this weekend at Woman Evolve. Peace.
I'm about to mute up.